If you're like me, at some point you've held one of your pristine action figures and said, should I get this graded? Today, I'm going to take you step by step on how to send in your figures for grading using Collector Archive Services, or CAS. From signing up, to submitting, to packing, shipping, and even sweating with me and showing you what grades we get back. Let's go. So first off, you have to decide for yourself what toys you want to grade. And I'm gonna send in several loose and carded figures. And you're gonna sweat with me. And at the end of the video, we're gonna see what grades I get. And I've picked two examples for this video that we can go through in detail. First, a loose Luke Skywalker in Battle Poncho from Kenner's Power of the Force line, made in 1985. When you're inspecting loose figures, always check for paint wear on the entire figure, like hands, head, hair, and face. Check for any wear or bends on the accessories or tears in the soft goods. So for vinyl capes, check for tears, and for the soft goods, like this Luke, always check for frays. Then you gotta make sure the arms, legs, and head are nice and tight and that they don't move on their own. This Battle Poncho Luke Skywalker, it's pretty tight. As opposed to this C-3PO, it's like a ragdoll. And then you have to make sure that your figure, your weapons, and accessories are all authentic. And if you're unsure of what these look like in mint condition, use a reference guide. I use a book made by Red 5 that has great reference photos of the figures, the card backs, and accessories. And a great online reference is the Jedi Temple Archives, which also has great reference photos of what each figure is supposed to look like and what they came with. And a great reference website for accessories is the Imperial Gunnery. They also let you know what reproduction accessories are out there so you can spot them. And if you accidentally send in a repro part, don't panic. It's actually happened to me. CAS has a make it right policy. They'll contact you within a few weeks, let you send in a replacement, or give you a 50% credit towards that grading. And I think that's pretty cool because just like a Padawan, we all make mistakes. Now for the second example I'm gonna send in, it's a Luke Skywalker in Jedi Knight outfit, Return of the Jedi, 79A card back. And before sending any carded figures in, inspect the bubble clarity and check for any separation. Make sure that there's no cracks or reseals on the bubble. And a reseal is someone who has re-glued the bubble and it isn't a factory seal. And then you're gonna wanna look at the card edges for any fraying and for any spider veining creases or tears in the litho. But it's really your choice of what you want to send in to get graded. So now it's time to create an account. First, go to collectorarchive.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see My Account. Click on that, and a menu will drop down. Click on Create an Account, and it is pretty quick. Just fill out the necessary information, like your phone number, address, where it's located, an email, and use a pretty strong password, and boom, you're in. Once you're logged in, on the homepage, click this magnifying glass icon next to My Account, or on the homepage, you can scroll down to the Collectible Submissions search area. On the search bar, fill out as much information as you can. So in the case of my figure, the Luke Skywalker in Battle Poncho, the collectible line is Star Wars. The type is loose. The name is Luke Skywalker in Battle Poncho, and usually typing in the name is all you need. But I'm showing you everything as an example. Manufacturer is Kenner, year is 1985, and I happen to know the SKU number, which is POTF 004, and you can always Google CAS's SKU numbers. So going back to the search bar on CAS's website, once you've filled out all the needed information, hit search. And that brings you to this page where you can select the figure that you want to submit. Click on that and it brings you to the ordering page. First, select the type of service you want. In my case, I want this figure fully graded, but you can also archive the figure, which they will authenticate the item, document it, label, and encase it just without a grade. So if you want to send in your childhood figures and not have them graded, just archived and protected, you can totally do that. Next is case type. and you can choose from their high quality standard casing or their museum quality casing, which is a little thicker and it has an extra UV protectant on it. I usually always get these, especially with the figures that tend to yellow, like the 1977 Princess Leia. Next, you want to choose if you want an expedited turnaround, and since I want these for this video, I'm going to choose the 7-day express, but you can also choose a faster 48-hour turnaround, or leave this blank and get the standard turnaround, which is about 90 days. Next, place in your insurance disclaimer in increments of 100, and since I bought this for a little over $350, I'm going to put $400. For every $100, you will pay $1 in insurance. So in this case, I'm going to pay $4 in insurance. And then click agree. And if you're planning on sending this figure in an acrylic or a star case and you want that packaging sent back to you, just click yes or no in this pop-down menu. And CAS will package your casing with the figures that they send back to you. And if you want to place any special notes that you want CAS to take into account, like if this was any special variant or it came from a factory that you know of, you can place it here in these notes. I usually place in the information of the figure that I know off the top of my head. So Luke Skywalker in Battle Poncho, Kenner, 1985, Power of the Force, loose action figure with the black Palace Blaster. When you're done, hit add to cart. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the rest of my loose action figures that I'm gonna send into grade. Now for the carded figures, and we're gonna use my Jedi Luke as an example. So from the home page, you can either hit the magnifying glass or scroll down to the search area. And for this, again, fill out as much as you can. So Star Wars for the collectible line, the type is carded, the name is Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight outfit, manufacturer is Kenner, year 1983, and I happen to know the SKU number, which is SW082. Now, this one has the Power of the Force version as a visual, but that's fine. The price is the same. So for my options, I want to grade it, and I want the museum casing. I'm gonna do the 7-day express with $200 of insurance. I want my cases returned, and in the special notes, I'm gonna put Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight outfit, carded Return of the Jedi, 79 ABAC, Kenner, 1984 with a green saber. Then I'm gonna add to cart, and I'm gonna do the same with my other carded figures that I'm sending in. Once you've placed in all of your submissions, go to My Cart in the upper right-hand corner and click on that. Go over your order and make sure everything looks good. And if it does, hit proceed to checkout. Make sure your shipping address is correct, the payment method that you want to use, and your order summary looks good. And at this time, you could apply any discount codes. After payment, make sure to print your order slip. You're gonna include it inside the box with your figures. And I'll remind you again later in the video because that part is really important because it's what CAS is gonna use to ID your order and the figures inside the box you send. So when packing your items that you're gonna send to CAS, think Tetris meets Fort Knox with a lot of protection. I wrap each figure individually in an acid-free baggie. The only accessories that I leave on the figure are things like capes and belts. But if they have a helmet, a staff, or a gun, I place those in smaller baggies separately so they don't rattle around and accidentally scratch the action figure. Then I wrap these figures in bubble wrap, I tape them secure, and then I place them in a small mailer box, making sure that there's no room for them to wiggle around or bump into each other, and then I close that box and I tape it secure. For the carded figures, I like using star cases. I do have acrylic cases, but the star cases, they just add that extra give and they're lighter for shipping. I usually don't put anything inside the star cases like packing peanuts because if there's pressure, then that's just gonna smush on that bubble. But I do place tape on the edges of the star cases so that they're secure and they don't open in transit. Then I wrap that in bubble wrap, and in the description of this video, I've placed links to where you can get everything that I'm using here. And just like the loose action figures, I'm gonna place my carded figures into a small box and then crumple some paper towels so the items don't move around. Then I'm gonna tape up that box. I'll then take these smaller boxes and place them into a bigger box. First, I put a layer of packing peanuts just to cover the bottom. I place the boxes on top of that, and then I fill it up to make sure everything is secure. I really like this box within a box method to keep everything secure and safe. The address of CAS is located on your order slip. You can write that on the outside of your shipping box. And now head down to the shipping store of your choice and make sure before you tape up that box that the order slip is inside the box that you're sending. Again, that's how CAS IDs your order and what's inside the box. And now, the waiting game begins. But through the magic of editing, you don't have to wait, right? Gotta love that 7-day turnaround, huh? CAS has the fastest standard turnaround times out there, around 90 days for almost all standard submissions. No express tiers, no premium pricing, just first come, first serve. And here's something I like about CAS is that they give you free archival statements and digital photo archives, something that other companies charge extra for, but it's included with your fee at CAS. So let's get into the items that I showed as examples. The first one, Luke Skywalker in Battle Poncho, and we got an 85 plus on this one. I knew this one was gonna score high, that's why I used it as an example. And with these Jedi Lukes, you're gonna get a lot of paint scuffs on the nose, on the hands, on the helmet, and a lot of frays on the combat poncho. And on the weapon, the Black Palace Blaster, a lot of these are gonna come bent. It's such a fragile piece that you really wanna be picky on what Black Palace Blaster you pair when you're sending in a figure to get graded. But 85 plus, very, very great to get anything in what collectors call the last 17 in a great 85 or 85 plus grade, just because of, if you're counting the value and the resale value, anything at an 85 or 85 plus and above just holds so much value in your toys when you get them graded. And for the carded figure, the Luke Skywalker and Jedi Knight outfit, we got an 80 plus, which I'm very, very happy getting carded examples at 80s or 80 plus and above. This one we did find at a convention. I bought this one at the Imperial Commissary Collectors Convention, the ICCC, and I bought it specifically to get graded. We're really happy getting an 80 plus on this one. The bubble is a little bit yellow. The sub scores on this one, the card got an 80, the bubble got an 80, the figure got a 90, which is great, and that's what kind of offset the 80s right there and made it an 80 plus. But yeah, really happy with these grades and really happy with the whole process of grading with CAS. So thanks for going through that full process with me on signing up, sending in your figures, and finally getting them all back. And if you want to know what those grades mean or the history of grading, you can go and check out this episode that's in the corner or down there in the description of this video. I really hope that this video helps you out on your collection journey. And if you sent in anything to get graded because of this video, let me know in the comments what you got. And don't forget to check out CAS's website to see if there's any specials going on. Thanks for watching the video, and to see more videos about vintage toys and their history, click the videos on your screen now. And as always, my friends, thank you, and I will see you next time.